crowds all around, and I'm trying to play it cool, but it's hard to focus when I see him walking across the room. Letting snow is blasting out, but I won't get in the mood. I'm avoiding every mistletoe until I know it's true love that he thinks of. So next Christmas I'm not Santa, tell me if you're really there. Don't make me fall in love again if you won't be here next year. Santa, tell me if you really care, 'cause I could give it all away if you won't be here next year. Well, I've been down this road before, fell in love on Christmas night, but on New Year's Day I woke up and he wasn't by my side. Now I need someone to hold, baby, fire in the door, but it's hard to tell if this is just a fling or if it's true love that he thinks of. So next Christmas I'm not all alone. Santa, tell me if you're really there. Don't make me fall in love again if you won't be here next year. Santa, tell me if you really care, 'cause I could give it all away if you won't be here next year. Oh, I wanna have him beside me like on the 25th by the fireplace. But I don't want a new broken heart. This year I've got to be smart. Oh, baby. Santa, tell me. Santa, tell me. Santa, tell me if you're really there. Don't make me fall in love again if you won't be here next year. Santa, tell me if you really care, 'cause I could give it all away if you won't be here next year. Santa, tell me if you're really there. Don't make me fall in love again if you won't be here next year. Santa, tell me if you really care, 'cause I could give it all away if you won't be here next year.
Hey guys, Alex here. Congrats on making it this far into the video. We finished the song. Hope you enjoyed that cover. That song's really catchy and really fun, and I had a really good time putting my own kind of spin on it. I'm a little under the weather today. I don't know if you can tell in my voice, but I wanted to remind you that the song is streaming everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you listen to music, I hope it's there. Feel free to go stream it, share it with some people that you think might enjoy it. And really quickly, I wanted to get into the production a little bit again, like I did last week. People seem to enjoy that. But I wanted to get specific and talk about the story of a song like this and all the decisions that go into making it like a cohesive piece with a story to it. And I think I can explain what I mean. First of all, I do want to say this is probably one of my favorite mixes I've ever done, and it has a lot less to do with the mix itself and more to do with the way it was put together and arranged. So what do I mean when I'm talking about the story of a song? Well, how it feels to listen to it is a big part of that. Like, if everything is at a 10 the whole time, that's just not an interesting experience to listen to. So there needs to be moments that are more down, really high moments, moments in the middle, and the way that those connect with each other is incredibly important to the listening experience of a song. So in her original version, there's this like kind of Christmassy, nostalgic opening before it kind of bursts into this like modern production. So I wanted to mirror that here. I had kind of a very nostalgic piano here from Teletone Audio that I opened my track with. So I'll stop there. the drums kind of sneak in, and I've got a couple of little production elements sitting on top. And so we launched right into a chorus. For some reason, I felt like I wanted this first chorus to not give the whole game away yet. I didn't want it to be like a full, huge chorus. By the end of the song, you'd get so burnt out on hearing the chorus in that context. So I opted to kind of take that really nostalgic opening and then the really bombastic first verse and just kind of stick this transition piece in the middle to help that verse really just like hit when it hits, because it does hit, and that's the first big moment of the song. Everything's kind of coming in one by one, the guitar, the bass.
Feeling Christmas all around, and I'm trying to play it cool, but it's hard to focus.
So I think that transition really works well to open up the song and kind of give you an idea of what you're about to hear, I think. So now we're in this huge, energetic first verse. It's just trucking along. If you'll notice, I'm using a lot of staccato rhythms in the guitar and bass. I'm not really letting chords hang out. I'm coming in with the harmonic information I need to hear, and then I'm backing away just to give space and to let that vocal shine. It just lent itself so well to, the upbeat pop punk thing. And my big worry was when we hit the pre-chorus that it would feel like we were just about to lose all that energy, right? Because the pre-chorus is so everything's smoothed out. We're holding notes. We're not jumping around different melody notes. And so I took that opportunity to really ramp up the instrumental. So if you listen to the transition, you'll hear a lot of like, we're going faster now. Everything's playing faster, but it's all kind of muted on this lower level. Everything's palm muted. I'm not really hitting a lot of cymbals. It's a lot of tom work. It's faster, but it's a little bit muted. And that is, again, a way to kind of duck out all of the bombastic stuff of verse 1 in order to make the bombastic stuff in the chorus even bigger, right? So we'll listen to that transition.
But I won't get it over. I'm avoiding every mistletoe until I notice love that he thinks of.
But we keep the energy.
Next Christmas,
And then everything cuts. And now we're in full.
Santa, tell me if you're really there. Don't make me fall.
We're holding out chords. We've got the nice key stuff on the top end.
Santa, tell me if you really care. 'Cause I can give it all away for no
Now here's a reset.
Well, I've been down this road before.
So we need a fun way to kind of just reset the energy of the song really quick. We've got this nice open, grooving beat going with everything on top. Now we're just going to give it one more like dun-dun-dun-dun, and then we're going to let that vocal shine again, and then everything just kind of picks up under that vocal and carries us into the big highlight moment of verse 2, which I try to make verse 2 the most interesting part of the song in every arrangement I do on purpose, because that's where most people copy and paste, right? The instrumental completely changes and it goes like almost like heavier than any other part of the song. A lot of that is attributed to the bass guitar. I actually played that low, I don't know what it is, D flat. I actually tuned the bass down for that one note just so it would hit the low octave.
Now I need someone to hold. Living fire in the door, but it's hard to tell if this is just a fling or if it's.
And so the whole back half of that verse is just the most syncopated, huge, open part, just for a couple bars, just to keep the interest and the energy up. And then we're going back into one of those pre-choruses. I'm almost treating it like a full band build. It's not necessarily literally a build, but I think it's functionally acting in this build way to where, okay, I just realized the entire master chain was off for most of that, but I don't think it really matters. I've turned it on now, so you'll probably hear a difference. So yeah, then we get into chorus number 2, which another weird thing that I like to do is I like to make every chorus different. So the first chorus was very syncopated and it had all the kind of like groovy stuff. And the second chorus really takes out all the ghost note stuff, all of the like fun little riffy things, it's just driving the whole time until it doesn't, and there's a couple of little syncopated moments in there. But so the whole like non-repeating thing, I don't have a problem with copying and pasting stuff, but when I hear multiple like treatments in my head, I'm like, I could play it this way or I could play it this way. It seems a shame to like waste any of those ideas. So I like to kind of tastefully add variables so things don't feel 100% the same all the time. But then we've got the nice big halftime bridge and all these big vocal pad things come in with the woes. Here, maybe I can do a solo on the woes.
Oh, I wanna have him beside me like oh, on the 25th by the fireplace, oh, but I don't want a new broken heart. This year I've got to be smart. Whoa, baby. Santa tell me. Santa tell me. 2, 3, let's go. Santa tell me. Santa tell me. Whoa.
I wanted that to feel like a big party. Here, I'll show you going into that little transition part. So we've got that huge bridge with the really cool like chromatic descending chord progression into like a really fun kind of solo. Oh yeah, the solo, I just totally ripped off the Joy to the World melody, just walking down the major scale. So yeah, that's a fun one. And so yeah, like we've got this giant solo section. How are we going to go into this last chorus without losing energy? And so I decided to keep all of the vocal harmony stuff just on 10. Everybody's doing all the woes, all the doubles, all the harmonies, and then obviously at the end you've got this big a cappella. She ended her song in the same way, and I just thought that was so fun. With the claps, and you know, I ended up adding some drum stuff in to kind of give it some spice. Put together.
Santa, tell me if you're really there. Don't make me fall in love again if you won't be here.
So now we can kind of zoom back out on the song, you know, with the context of all the decisions we wanted to make, and see how each decision led to the story of the overall structure. We started with the super tiny intro that led into this bombastic first verse, back down a little bit for the pre-chorus, big chorus, and then that whole big thing comes to a stop. Now we're back on the verse energy, kind of building towards another chorus. Now we have a different, more driving version of the chorus, into halftime bridge, into super like huge solo, carrying all of the momentum of that solo, all of the elements through the last chorus, and then into a fun little a cappella to end it in a snappy way. It's like, it's a lot to take in 3 and some change minutes. But that's, you know, kind of the design of something like this, where it's all flashy. Everything is bringing the holiday spirit right into your brain. That's how I like to look at it, at least. I'm really proud that I was able to do this, and I'm so proud of how it came out and how it sounds and how fun the video is. And so share this with somebody you think may enjoy it. Show them the Spotify link. It's all there. Add it to your playlist for the holiday season. Maybe a little early for some of us to start celebrating, but you know, it's here. I got it ready for you early, so you can just put it on whenever. And I'm gonna go get some sleep a little bit. And thanks for bearing with me, and we'll see you next week.